Yes, people, we're back in the building for another Afcon 2021 Watchalong. You're here with myself, Roland. I'm flying solo today, but we'll be back with two more Watchalongs on the channel, and Rich should be in here as well. But before we begin anything, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. We're going live for pretty much every other game that we can do here on Pros Only TV, Eagle Eye Football, and all of that for Afcon 2021. So make sure you do that. Share this video out with your friends, your family, and all of those good things there. Today, we start off our coverage of Afcon 2021 with Gambia versus Mali. Should be a good game. The kickoff is in about 8 minutes time. I'm going to run through the lineups right now so you guys can see where we are with all of that. So let me start to share up my screen so you guys can have also a view on what we are doing right now. So we'll start off with the Gambia lineup. So in goal is Modu Jobe, is Ibu Toure, who is the right wing back for the Gambian team. Yusufa Bob, Omar Colley, the captain, James Gomez, Noah Sonko Sundberg, Suleiman Mare, Ibrahima Adams, Abi Jallo, Asan Cisse, and Musa Barrow. And then let's run through the Malian team. So that's Ibrahim Munkoro, it's Hamari Traore, the captain, Masadayo Haidara, Diadi Samaseku, Fale Sako, Bubakar Kwate, Yiz Basuma, Lasana Koulibaly, Ibrahim Kone, Adama Maluda Traore, and Musa Janepo. So those are the two teams. It should be a good game between these two sides. Both of these sides won their opening games of AFCON 2021. So they're going head to head right now. And there is a potential for a big opportunity for one of these teams to win this game and take control of the group going into their final group game towards the end of this week. I think their next games, if I'm not mistaken, let me just double check. Let me stop sharing the screens right now. Let me stop sharing the screen there, but you can see you got the lineups there. But let me just look at when these guys' next games are going to be taking place, which I believe will be happening on Thursday. So on Thursday, the last day of the group stage games going ahead will be on Thursday, and there's a big opportunity for one of these sides here to get the win today that will put them in control of the group heading into their final group games. So it should be very interesting to see what happens there. But yes, kickoff is about 5 minutes from time. You can see that in the stadium right now, the Gambian fans, the Malian fans are out there in full force, and the players are about to make their way onto the pitch right now. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens today in terms of who I think is going to win. I look at that Mali side and I feel like they're very strong. Gambia had a good win against Mauritania, which you watched on the channel myself and CM, which was really good. They got some good players, Barrow up front, Cisse as well, the striker, Jallo, who scored one of the goals as well that day. He was also very good as well. So they've got some key men there. Obviously, we know about Brighton's Ziz Basuma. We also know about Traore, Musa Janepo as well. So, they've got some good key players in there as well. So it should be an interesting game today. I can see the Malian fans out in full force. They have come here with their crowd of supporters. You can see the flags draped all across the stands over there. So it's going to be a good game today. National anthems are being rolled out right now. But guys, if you're in here, let me know about your predictions. Who do you think is going to win this game? I predict a Mali win, probably by 2-0, but it's going to be a tough game. The Gambian side have some good players in their front line, and if they can get the final third quality like they did against Mauritania, then you never know. It could be an upset. We have to wait and see. So they're now rolling out the national anthems for Gambia, and they'll do the same for Mali, and then we'll be on the way. We have to wait and see what's going to happen here. I think today is going to be a very, very interesting game. You can see the Gambian fans right now celebrating after the national anthem that they sung so proudly. And now we'll be going on to the Malian national anthem before we begin for kickoff. And now the anthem is now ringing off. You can see Yves Bissouma, Musa Janepo as well at the end of that line there. It's a big opportunity for one of these sides here. I mean, in this group that they're in, Tunisia also, who are playing Mauritania today at 4 o'clock, same time as the Ivory Coast Sierra Leone game, which we'll be covering here. Opportunity for Tunisia to get a result, or they need a result against Mauritania. Mauritania are not a bad side. They also could play. They gave Gambia some trouble at times, so it should be interesting to see what happened after these group games here, because it will determine the shape of the group heading into the final group games, where I believe Tunisia will be taking on Gambia, whilst Mali will be taking on Mauritania. So there's an opportunity for Mali to come through this group with a perfect record if they can navigate this game very well, which I expect them to do. The Malian national anthem is now completed. The fans are in full voice. As I said, there's a lot of Malian fans there. The supporters groups are there. I feel like there's some Malian people that live in Cameroon. I would assume so as well, because they do share similar languages and whatnot. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of them there, and that's why they have so many of them in full force. It's good to see. It's really good to see the culture. You can see that and then you can see the Gambians here also getting into formation as they continue to celebrate and enjoy themselves ahead of this game. But yeah, should be interesting. Kickoff is happening very, very soon, and so we have to wait and see what happens. Just seeing how they're setting up, and yeah, it's a three at the back system for Gambia. Jallo's actually playing as a number 10 when he was playing up front alongside Cisse for Gambia. But instead it's Barrow up top, and I feel like the pace of Barrow maybe utilized. Cisse is a very tall striker, so maybe they'd be looking to try and hit him in the air for a knockdown in the path of Jallo or Barrow. So that should be interesting to see how that pans out. I think they also switched to that in-game against Mauritania as well. So it should be interesting to see what happens there. And then as for the Mali lineup, let's have a look at how they're going to set themselves up. Midfield duo of Koulibaly and Bissouma. Bissouma is going to have a bit more of a box-to-box role, which should be interesting. They're setting up 4-3-3. Musa Janepo as well. Southampton's Musa Janepo on the left hand of the attack, so that should be interesting to see how he's going to do in that role as well for Mali. Kickoff is literally about to happen right now. Coach of Gambia there is looking, getting ready to begin, and kickoff should be happening right now. Malian coach Mohamed Magasuba there, just on looking onto the stadium. Should be interesting to see what happens now. Kickoff is fast approaching. Kickoff is fast approaching right now. And players getting loose, stretching. And the referee has said, we kick off. We kick off now. And Gambia have the ball, and it should be an interesting game now. Let's see what happens. Gambia on the attack. Ooh. Barrow trying to feed it into Cisse, but he's not unable to gather. Now here's Mali on the attack. Here's Basuma with a ball. Maybe just a bit too much there. Long ball forward towards Cisse. And it's a foul by Cisse. Yeah, foul there by Cisse. It's Traore. Ooh, Gineppo there with a chance. Just mishit. And Gambia, we're trying to counter attack. Cisse just knocking it down. But let's have a look at this again. They're going to show it on the replay. Nope, no replay there. Replay on. Here's Kouate. Here's Sako now. Into Samaseku in midfield. And back to Kouate. Here's Yizbasuma now. I tried to dummy there, Samaseku, but there was nobody behind him. His Jello takes over. Here's Mara on the ball. Here's Yob. Here's Bob. It's a ball out wide towards Barrow, but headed away by Traore. Here's Samaseku now. Koulibaly takes over. Samaseku again. Here's Sako into Kouate. Here's Bissouma now. Tries to find the ball towards Traore, but nothing doing. Here's Gambia now. Here's Samaseku. Here's Sako now. Here's Mara on the ball now for Gambia. Long ball towards Cisse. And gathered by the keeper. Nice idea though. They can see him. He's just on the on the shoulder of the last man there. Just trying to find him with a long ball, but well defended. Here's Haidara now. Back to Bissouma. Here's Samaseku in here. A ball out wide to Traore. Can he find a cross? Sends the cross in, and the keeper palms it out of danger. Samaseku tried to volley it back in, but it's a good cross by Traore. But Jobe in the Gambian goal just punches it out of danger. Here's the Gineppo chance from earlier. He was way off target with the shot. And it's a goal kick to Gambia, which they take short. Here's Mario. Collie. Here's Gambia moving forward now. Not a good ball there. They pick it up. Samaseku now in midfield for Mali. Djenepo's free, but he's in space as well. Still haven't found him. They find him now. Musa Djenepo of Southampton. Koulibaly finds Traore. And they're into the box now. Ooh. Traore recovers the ball. Here's Samaseku. Koulibaly. Traore again. Can he put a cross into the box? Let's see. Here's Bissouma. Tries to take a shot and clear it away. Big up, Bick. I hope you're well. Thanks for stopping through, my guy. Thank you for your support. Djenepo. Is it a foul? Oh, no. I think the referee just said to play on. Here's Samaseku now. Here's Djenepo with a bit of space now. Can't get past Collie. Here's Bissouma. Samaseku again. Trying to find Traore with the overlap run there, but well defended by the Gambian team. Samuseku's finding a lot of the ball in midfield. Just in that kind of controlling deep area. Here's Haidara. Here's Kouate. Haidara. Here's Kouate again. Out Sako. Here's Bissouma. Cisse just giving the ball away. Here's Traore. Shifts the ball out to Koulibaly. Oh, not Koulibaly. Traore there. And it's a foul on Samaseku. And a free kick to Mali. They're not happy, the Gambians. Mare with the foul on Samaseku. They're unhappy with the decision, but it's a free kick to Mali. 9 minutes gone. Is there an opportunity here? There's a free kick. Can they get the first chance of the game, Mali? First real opportunity here. Looks like Bissouma is going to assume the responsibility of taking this free kick. They've got Djenepo there as well. They've got Djenepo there with an opportunity. Let's see what can happen from this free kick. And Bissouma steps up to take, and it goes wide. Goes wide there. Brighton's Yves Bissouma with an opportunity from the free kick, but it goes well wide. Keeper had it covered, I believe, as well. Yeah, keeper had it covered. I think it's been all Mali so far. 11 minutes gone, and it's still 0-0. The Gambian team have really not been able to find a foothold in this game. Long ball towards Barrow, sorry, but I believe it's a handball. But it was a good long ball there. It was accurate into the path of Barrow, but a handball in the box there, and it's a free kick to Mali, which they take. Here's Basuma in midfield now. Out to Haidara, back to Basuma. He needs to take control of this midfield today if Mali have any chance of winning this game. So we have to wait and see. Koulibaly into Traore. Here's Koulibaly again. Here's Kouate. Here's Bissouma now. Not getting much space to play in there. The Gambians have really packed the midfield. They're being very compact when they don't have the ball. Here is Traore now, up against Toure. Traore again with a bit of space to cross the ball in. Not an accurate cross, but it's a corner. Here's a corner to Mali. Bob just putting the ball. He intercepts the cross from Traore, intercepts the ball, and it's out for a corner to Mali. And Traore is to take this for Mali right now. Can they put a good ball into the box to get the first goal of the game? Let's wait and see. Kone, the striker there, at the center of the box. Can he get an opportunity and score the first goal for Mali in this game? Referee just getting involved there, just stopping the pushing, saying that VAR is watching you guys, so no pushing, no pulling of shirts to bring anybody down. Short corner. Here's Gineppo now. Oh, sorry, no, there's it was Gineppo there. Ball goes out of play for a throw in. There's Bissouma. Samuseku tried to turn there, but it's a free kick to Gambia. I think it's Mara on the floor here. Just Samuseku tried to turn him, but Mara got an intervention and intercepted the ball, and he was brought down. So it is a free kick to Gambia. Let's see what happens. Can the Gambians advance up the field? They've been very compact and kept their shape well when they haven't had the ball, but they've not really fared well in the attack, trying the long ball, but they need to play through midfield. It's a poor touch there. Bissouma does well. It's Bissouma again now. Good tackle there. Didn't give him a chance to play, but Mali still have the ball. Cross from Traore, cleared by the Gambian team. It's a tough tackle there to stop Bissouma advancing through the midfield. Here's Samuseku now. Tried the ball into Kone, and the ball is gathered by the keeper, Jobe. Samuseku has found a lot of the ball in this first half in the midfield for Mali. But I feel like Bissouma needs to do a little bit more to try and get more into the game. So we have to wait and see what happens there. It's Gomez into Collie. Here's Gomez again. Here's Mara with the long ball now. Out wide. But just goes over. Here's Kouate now. Mali trying to bring the ball upfield. Here's Basuma in midfield now. 15 minutes gone, still 0-0. There's a ball into Gineppo. He's into the box. Here's Haidara. Ooh, chance there for Mali. Haidara with the chance there. The ball in there for Gineppo. Wasn't able to create the chance. The ball breaks loose into the path of Haidara. Takes a shot. Goes just wide, hit the side netting. But it's a chance for Mali. It's been really Mali all game. They've been dominating so far. And they were close there again. Gambia really haven't started yet. And to be honest with you, this was the danger here. Here's Sako now. Here's Basuma. Here's Sako. Traore losing the ball there, but Mali win it back. Koulibaly. Traore now. Crosses the ball into the box. Gineppo with a header. Ooh, just wide. Just wide there from Gineppo. Just past the post. It's an opportunity for Mali again. Traore with the cross. He's been very dangerous from that right-hand side. Header from Gineppo down into the ground and just past the post there. But the pressure is building now on Gambia. Mali have been pressing now, trying to get that first goal of the game. Another long ball forward. Cisse did well to keep that in, but good defending by Sako. Kouate back to the keeper. Munkoro. Basuma now taking over. Basuma actually born in Ivory Coast, for those that don't know, to Malian parents. So he could have represented either nation, and he decided to choose the country of his parents' birth. Gambia on the counter-attack there, and he's blocked off there, Cisse. Just put the ball through the legs of Sako, who blocks off his path to run forward. So it's a free kick to Gambia. Good play by Cisse there. Here's Gambia now. Take their free kick. Here's Gomez now. Into Sonko Sundberg. Can they come forward with their first attack of the game? Looks like they can. Here's Barrow now. No options. Here's Mare, and they go back. Good pressing by Mali, but they're giving away another free kick. And it's Koulibaly there with the foul. He's been booked as well. Free kick to Gambia. I thought the Mali team did well to kind of starve off the attack. They weren't creating any space for the Gambians to exploit. Defended well, but just too eager there, Koulibaly, to win the ball off of Bob. And he gives away a free kick to Gambia. 20 minutes gone, still 0-0. Free kick to Gambia now. Is there an opportunity here for the Gambian team to take a shock lead? would be against the run of play if they were to take the lead, because it's been all Mali since the beginning of the game. Modou Barrow to take the free kick. It's pretty far out, to be fair. You shouldn't be looking to shoot from this distance. It's about 35 yards out. You shouldn't be looking to shoot from this distance, in my opinion. But hey, you never know if he hits it well. Ooh, and he hits the bar. Wow. Hits the bar there. Modou Barrow with that free kick. I thought it was too far out, but he got it right on target. Just hits the crossbar. And here's a chase on now between Traore and the keeper. Keeper puts it out of play. That was an opportunity there for Gambia to take the shock lead. Modou Barrow with the free kick hits the crossbar. Opportunity there for Gambia to take the lead against the run of play. But Mali lived to fight another day. Here's Djenepo now for Mali on the attack. Here's Haidara. Back into midfield. It's Kouyaté Bissouma now. Ooh, there was a little gap there. He was trying to pass the ball through there. But can Gambia now get on the counter-attack? There's a foul there. Big up, Maisie. Thanks for stopping through. Thank you for the support so far in the tournament. Seeing you've come in here a few times. Hope you're well as well. But just looking at that free kick again from Modou Barrow. What a strike. I didn't think he was going to take a shot. He hits the crossbar there. Keeper was beaten. Was down a few more inches, he would have scored. Chance there for Gambia to take the shock lead against the run of play. But it's been a good game so far. And here's Barrow again. Here's Cisse now. It's got Jallo there if he needs him. Offside, Cisse. Looks like offside there. Free kick to Mali now. Off of that offside. Just offside there, Cisse. Straight just offside. But here's Mali with the ball. Here's Sako. Here's Kouyaté now. Bissouma in midfield. Bit of a slow pace. Samu Seko. So crossed by Traore into Kone, but gathered by Jobe, the keeper for Gambia. Long ball up, but nobody really there and expecting that. Nice by Barrow there. And there's a foul. Malian player down. I need to see who this is. It's Mario again. And he's been booked as well. I think this is like one or two. I've seen a couple of tackles from him already. Referee's seen enough. Suleiman Mare. Just having a look at this again. I don't think that's worth a booking. It's just an arm. I don't think he meant that particularly. But he's been booked. And that chance for Modou Barrow there, hitting the crossbar. Showing that again, his Bissouma. Sako. Traore now. It's Koulibaly. Traore again. Back to Seko. Is Bissouma now. The midfield of Gambia working really hard to stop any of the midfielders for Mali to play through, but they're getting some joy out wide. And Traore with a cross into the hands of Jobe, who gathers. Yeah, the Malian team are finding it very difficult to play through midfield with the likes of Bissouma and Koulibaly because the Gambian team are set up so compact in midfield It's forcing them to go out wide, and I don't think that the especially on that right hand side for Mali, Traore's gotten forward a lot in terms of opportunities, and I think that Barrow, who's playing out on that right hand side, needs to help out Toure, or at least one of the midfielders in the midfield for Gambia needs to help out Toure because he's being outnumbered there by the likes of Traore and Koulibaly. So we have to wait and see how that's going to develop throughout the course of the game. But here's Mali on the attack now. Sami Sekou, the ball into Hadara. He follows his pass, but it's a bit too much for him. He's running out of space and he puts it out for a throw-in to Gambia. There's 23 of you in here watching right now. Thank you for your support so far. We're 26 minutes in. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell because we're going to go live twice more today. 2 more games that we're going to be covering on the channel. My brother Rich is going to be back in here for the 4 o'clock and the 7 o'clock as well. So make sure you subscribe to Eli Football as well on YouTube. There's a break in play right now. Big up Tariq. Hope you're well. In terms of this game, so far, Mali have really dominated. Although Gambia, Modou Barrow with a free kick, long range, about 35 yards, hit the crossbar. It would have been against the run of play. But from what I've been seeing so far, it's been all Mali. They've had a couple of chances. Musa Djenepo had a couple of chances himself. I think at the end of the day, I did predict that Mali would win this game. They've been dominating so far, but you just never know with the way the tournament has gone so far. We could get a shock result. I watched Gambia in the first game against Mauritania. They were really good on the attack. I'm surprised that Jallo hasn't had a bit more of an impact in this game. He scored one of the goals for Gambia in the game against Mauritania. So yeah, let's see. They're on a cooling break right now. Just getting the drinks in it's very, very warm, 32 degrees in Limbe, Cameroon. So, and it's very humid. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the game. But thank you for your support so far, my bro. But yeah, 27 minutes gone. It's still 0-0. Players on the drinks break right now. Getting some instruction from the coach. Gambian fans dancing as they will be doing throughout the whole game. It's good to see. Good to see the culture. And you can see the Malian fans. Drums are playing. Vuvuzelas are blasting. The face paint, the colors, the flags, the drums. It's always good to see. And it looks like we're about to resume play after this break. Tariq asking, Tuesday is big for you guys. Are you confident of getting a result that could take you through? I don't know. A lot needs to happen before that can actually happen, to be honest with you, my bro. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. Hopefully we can get the result. We should be getting the result, but we shouldn't underestimate Comoros. There's a ball in. Ooh, keeper just dropping it there. But so yeah, I think we need a result. Is it going to happen? It's down to the players if they want it enough. I'd like to see some changes again because I don't feel like the team that was put out there on Friday was set up well enough to be able to get the win. But here's Mali on the attack. Both players, Bissouma and Haidara, leave the ball, leaving it to each other, and they give it away. Here's Gambia now. Ooh, that was a nice idea. Barrow was just trying to find Cisse. And I think only 4 teams can progress through as third place teams. So I think 4. So we've got how many groups? We've got 6 groups. We've got 6 groups and 2 each. We'll make that 12. So 4 teams from third place to make it the last 16. So yeah. So we have a chance. I mean, we've got our first point of the competition. So I think generally 4 points will take you through. So but we'll see. Big up Elliot. He says so-called underdogs are going with each other. Boring game. It's not a boring game so far. I don't know how much you've watched, but from what I've seen so far, of course, yes, no goals yet, but there's been some action from the Malian side. They've done really well to create some chances for themselves. Gambia haven't come forward too much. It's been very difficult for them. Cisse very isolated up top by himself. I feel like the coach hasn't been brave like he was brave against Mauritania in the other game, where he started with the front three of Barrow, Cisse, and Jallo. He's gone a bit more conservative. He's gone 4-5-1, which I'm surprised at because he needs to be able to make use of some of his attacking players. But when you look at it, you know, they've had their one chance. Modu Barrow with a free kick from 35 yards, hitting the crossbar. So they could have really taken the lead against the run of play. But you know, is what it is. Keep watching because I'm sure there's going to be a shock in the game moving forward as we get later into the game. And Tariq saying, in terms of individual players, who's impressed you the most so far in the tournament and who has disappointed you the most? There's a chance there for Mali before I answer this question and they recover the ball. I've liked Ngamalu and Ikambe from Cameroon. They've done really well. Moses Simon has done really well for Nigeria. I think Joe Aribo as well for Nigeria has impressed me too. Obviously, we know about his qualities for Rangers. I feel like he's also played in the Championship, so he's looking like he's on his way to a Premier League move, hopefully soon. Don't know where, but hopefully soon you could see it happening at Aston Villa potentially. Maybe not this month, but in the summer potentially because of the Gerrard connection. Mama Balde for Guinea-Bissau, he's been really well. I mean, he was robbed of a goal yesterday, a great goal against Egypt. He was robbed because of VAR, so he's done really well for Guinea-Bissau. I'm just trying to think of any Sangare for Burkina Faso. He's done really well, like all action midfielder, box to box. You know, can get forward, can defend. He's got a lot of energy as well. So he's really impressed me. In terms of who's disappointed me the most so far, I'm trying to think. Mo Salah scored his goal yesterday, but I'm not too sure. You know how his effect. I feel like for Ghana, Thomas Partey has been very disappointing. I don't know. I don't understand why. He usually plays very well for Ghana, but in this tournament, it's just not clicked for him. I'm just trying to think who else I've actually watched. Mali on the attack now, looking for a foul, but it's a goal kick. I'm just trying to think about who else I've watched, and they've just not been great. People said Hakimi played well in the second game against Comoros, but in the game against Ghana, he was largely disappointing. No, yeah, those two. I'm not too sure about anybody else, but there's another opportunity to watch. Hala hasn't played well at all, but that's not his fault. Obviously, big reputation coming into the tournament, but we'll see him today against Sierra Leone. So a few names there, and Baba Sule, hi bro, a call from the Philippines. Why is it that you cannot let us see images of the game? Because of copyright, my bro. If I was to put the game onto the YouTube, YouTube will take it down and would suspend my account, so I won't have a YouTube channel anymore. But what I can do for you right now is I can find you a link that you can actually use to try and find the streaming here. So let me just put this in the chat for you so that you can actually watch the game. So yeah, so I've put this link in the chat. So if you don't have access to the game and you have no access to the game, put a link in this chat here. Hit that link. You should be able, out of one of those links, should be able to stream this game live. Just try and check through some of them, and you possibly will be able to get a chance to watch the game alongside with me. But I can't show you images of the game because it will be a copyright violation. There's 89 of you in here watching right now. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit the notification bell as well, because you will know when we're going live. We're going to be streaming as many games throughout the tournament, right through to the final. So thank you for your support so far. And yeah, they're on another drinks break right now. It's very, very hot in Limbe right now. Gambian fans dancing in full force, enjoying themselves. Malian fans as well. And Tariq saying, I agree with the impressive players. I think Mane and Senegal as a whole have started very slow, but there's still a long way to go. Yeah, I think a lot of the players that we've expected to probably do something in this tournament, it is very difficult mid-season to just transition from league football into international football, where we all know that it's fairly slower pace. And then obviously some of these players are going from teams where they're set up to accentuate their attributes to the fullest into teams that maybe are not the same, maybe not the same level of quality or the same level of coaching. So it's very difficult. You can see the struggles of Mo Salah. Interesting from Carlos Queiroz yesterday when he moved him from centre forward out to the right-hand side to give him an opportunity to get on the attack. Here's Gambia now. Here's Jallo now into the game. Tried to feed the ball into... Here's Jallo again. Here's Barrow now. And he's fouled. Free kick to Gambia. But yeah, so that's pretty much why we're seeing some of these teams a little bit slower, and then other teams where, let's say, necessarily their teams are in Africa, their seasons wouldn't have been mid-season for them. So basically, they've been able to rest and recuperate ahead of this tournament and whatnot. So there's a lot of different factors and whatnot there. Steffi, big at yourself, saying please remember to use a VPN. Yeah, if that is very important if you're going to be doing the stream in a different way. Do you know what I'm saying? But here's Bob now to take the free kick. Also, Jallo is there to take the free kick for Gambia. Can they score? Let's see. From this opportunity. Yes, referee just making sure everything is above board before this free kick can be taken. There's Bob and Jallo taking a free kick. Oh, he hits the post. And it's a handball by Cisse. So that's now twice that the Gambian team have hit the post. Jallo, goal scorer in the opening game win against Mauritania, hitting the post there. Keeper beaten, in my opinion. Let's have a look at that again. Ooh. Few inches to the left, and it's in the net. Two opportunities for Gambia on set pieces. The Malian team should count themselves very lucky because of the intervention of the crossbar and the post. Still 0-0. 38 minutes gone. Here's Sacco. The nice ball into Koulibaly. Here's Traore now. Here's Kouate. Bissouma taking over. Gineppo now. Here's Bissouma again. Samaseku. Pressure on him. Feeds the ball back to Sacco. And here is Kouate. Here's Bissouma now. As I said, it's very difficult for them to play in midfield. They're very compact, the Gambians, not allowing them to play. Here's Gineppo now, out wide. Goes past two. Corner. Oh, no, I thought it was a corner. It looks like it's a corner now, but Gineppo looks to have left his foot in there. He's about to be booked. Yeah, he's left his foot in there. He's trying to plead his innocence. But let's have a look at this on the replay. Let's have a look here. Gomez there. Oh, it's a bad challenge from Gineppo. Yeah, he's trying to plead his innocence, but he's left his foot in there and he's rightly booked. Baba saying, thank you so much for the link, but I stay on here to listen to your commentaries, which are more detailed indeed. And also, why is it that Ghana are struggling to build up their known tactics? Thank you. Thank you for the question. I think the coach that's coming, Milo. Honestly, I think obviously he was there in the with the 2020-10 squad that went to the World Cup. I think the tactics are a bit outdated that he's trying to employ for the national team now. You know that in today's modern day football, fullbacks, the width that they provide is very important, and we should be trying to accentuate that so much more. So when you look at Andy Yiadom at right back and Baba Rahman at left back, they both play for Reading. They create a lot of chances for Reading. If you watch them in the Championship, they should be utilized a lot more. I think in midfield, there needs to be a bit more energy. I think Edmund Odo, who is not getting an opportunity, hopefully he gets a start against Comoros. He provides a lot of energy. It's a very, but also he can also provide a lot of control if you decide to deploy him as a sitting midfielder. So, we need a defensive midfielder because in the modern day football, defensive midfielders are important. Some of the top teams have defensive midfielders that provide stability and control in midfield. The fullbacks are literally the people that are providing you the width, and so we need to be deploying that a bit more. And I think that there needs to be some creativity in midfield. And for Ghana, there's no creativity. I mean, we're relying on Thomas Partey, but he's not. He shouldn't be the sole creator in midfield. I feel like he should be the person to carry the ball forward, and whatnot. It's a foul now on Jallo, who's on the ground now. Haidara booked as well for a bad tackle there. 42 minutes gone. Ultimately, the coach is going to have to be held accountable for the way we played. Especially in that game against Gabon, we took the lead in the first half after 10 minutes. Andre Ayew with a great finish, and then we just didn't create anymore. And then second half came, and we sat back and tried to hold on to the lead. And honestly, the goal that we conceded so late, of course, there was controversy with us kicking the ball out because one of our players were injured and not receiving the ball back from the Gabonese team. Here's Jallo now. Cross into the box towards Cisse. Bob tried to take a shot. Mare going to take a shot, blocked. Here's Sunderberg, and it's out for a throw-in. And yeah, so that goal that the Gabonese scored. Ultimately, when you get to that late stage in the game, if you're a defender, you have to concentrate. You have to concentrate and try and defend as well as you can. We didn't do either of those things, and we conceded late in the end. I think, honestly, we can beat Comoros, but it's really down to the other game. It's not in our hands anymore. It's not in our hands anymore. If Gabon get any type of result against Morocco, we'll be out of the tournament, and we'll be hanging on to trying to get in through the third place, which we won't deserve, to be honest with you. But we have to wait and see. Thank you for your question. And Tariq saying, got a dip, about to make some Sunday dinner, but I'll be here for the games this evening. Loving the Afcon at the Af content. Hit that like and subscribe button and show myself some support for the coverage. Yes, people, there's 34 of you in here. If you haven't liked the video already, make sure you like the video, as Tariq says here. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new here. We are doing African Cup of Nations 2021 on this channel right now, and Eagle Eye Football. Rich will be here at 4 and 7 later on, so we'll be covering the tournament throughout the game, throughout all the games, right through to the final. And yeah, just come through and show some support, show some love, and thank you for your support so far. Here's Marley now. It's a ball into the box. Samaseku. Ooh, Haidara with a poor touch, but can he recover it? Basuma, over the bar there. Another chance for Marley. Another chance for Marley there. 44 minutes gone. Basuma just shooting over the bar. Just over the bar there. We're into added time now in the first half. Here's Traore. Coney fouled. 3 minutes of added time in this first half. There's a free kick to Mali now. Can they throw it into the box and create another opportunity? Honestly, it's Mali have dominated the game so far, but the 2 chances from free kicks from Gambia could have seen them taking the lead, a shock lead, but it didn't happen for them. Intervention of the post, free kick to be retaken. It's a free kick now, and into the hands of Jobe from the header. Is Bissouma. Paola, thank you for stopping through. Thank you for your support. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. In this game that I'm watching, I'm not supporting either team. I'm from Ghana, so I'm supporting the Ghanaian national team in Afcon 2021. But I think Mali will win this game. I think Mali will win this game. Just they just need to be able to take their chances. There's a ball out now. But thank you for your question. I appreciate it so much. Here's Kone now. Corner to Mali. Looks like it's going to be the final action of this first half. They'll have to take it quickly. I don't know if the referee will allow them to take it. And he's blown. He's blown the final whistle. Yeah, I knew this would happen. He's blown for the final whistle. Sorry, final whistle. I mean the halftime whistle. The Mali players are arguing because they thought they should have had an opportunity to take the corner kick, but it's halftime. It's halftime now. I mean, it's been a good first half. Mali largely dominating. Mali largely dominating. I believe that, to be fair, against the run of play, if it was not for the intervention of the post, Gambia could have taken a shock lead. So, you know, it's been a very interesting first half. The Gambian team have made it very, very difficult for the Malian team to play through midfield. Samuseku and Bissouma specifically have found it very difficult to find passes through the middle going forward, because the Gambian team have been very compact and stopping them from actually getting forward. So, you know, it's pretty interesting what's been happening. So they've been going out wide. Traore, Hadara coming up from fullback. As I said, fullbacks are very important in modern day football. I've been coming forward and trying to cross the ball into the box for Kone and for Traore and Gineppo as they tuck inside whilst the fullbacks go on the outside. So it's been a very interesting first half. I'm very surprised that I'm not surprised by the way they've set up 4-5-1 Gambia. I'm surprised that they decided to go with that in this game after being so open and expansive and attacking with 3 up front in terms of Barrow and Jallo, with Cisse up front for the Gambian team. You know, Cisse's been an isolated figure in his first half. Jallo and Barrow have both hit the post. So they've been danger. They've been a threat, you know, from set pieces, but not in the game specifically. They've not been able to show their quality and danger on the counter attack which I would have hoped they would have done. Hopefully, in the second half, there'll be some changes from the Gambian coach and the coaching team to be able to see them involve Barrow and Jallo a little bit more in the attack for the Gambia team. Baba coming back in here saying that seeing the 24 teams play so far, can you predict the two finalists in your own point of view? Ooh, I mean, I couldn't back against the home team. Cameroon, I think they're 5-time winners of the African Cup of Nations. They're at home right now. They've played really well. Out of the games I've seen, they've really, really taken storm in this competition. There's an opportunity there for them to get to a final. They're the home team. You don't really back against a home team as strong as they've been looking. Vincent Abubakar, 4 goals in the tournament. There's an opportunity there for Cameroon. Nigeria done really well to get the 2 wins they've gotten so far. They've looked impressive. They don't even look like they've gotten out of second gear yet. So there's an opportunity for Nigeria too. And then out of all the sides I have seen, I think you can't rule out Ivory Coast. Got a lot of quality in attack. So there's that as well from Ivory Coast. You can't rule out Senegal because of the amount of quality in their side. They haven't really clicked into gear just yet. But we have to wait and see how that happens throughout the tournament. Obviously, once you get to the knockout stages, then it's really do or die. You have to see what happens on that day. See what happens. So, so those are the 4 teams I'm looking at specifically. I know Senegal don't have a history in the African Cup of Nations at all. So, in all honesty, it's going to be a shock for them to get that far. You can't rule out the defending champions, the Desert Foxes, Algeria, with Riyad Mahrez, and the squad of players that they have also got a very strong squad too. Some of them may be looking like they're towards the end of their international careers or careers in general. So you have to wait and see there. But yeah, so the teams I would say you should be looking at going forward into the knockout rounds, provided they will get there. Cameroon, who are already there, Nigeria, who are already there. Ivory Coast, will see them this afternoon if they'll have a bit more of a better performance going forward. They're defensively not so great, but have a look at Ivory Coast. Senegal, Algeria, Morocco as well. Not really performed so well so far, like not been impressive, but they've gotten 2 wins under their belt and through to the next round. So also make sure you look out for Morocco. So those 6 sides are the people that you can look at and say, out of those 6, you could probably pick 2 finalists, and then we'll see what happens when the final happens. And the final is on the 6th of February. We'll be covering it here as well on the channel. So thank you very much for your question. Big up Rich, Eli Football. Hey everyone, make sure you subscribe to Pros Only TV. I'm 8 subscribers away from 800 subscribers. So people, if you're in here right now and you have not subscribed to the channel just yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because apparently I'm 8 subscribers away from 800 subscribers. Rich will be back here at 4 p.m. when we cover the Ivory Coast versus Sierra Leone game. Should be a very good game. Sierra Leone in their first African Cup of Nations since 1996. Should be very interesting to see what happens in that game this afternoon. And big up to my guy, Augustine. Good morning from New York. Hope I'm well. I'm well, my bro. I'm well. Start of the week Sunday. We start off with some good football. Mali have played fairly well, dominated the game against Gambia, but Gambia have had 2 good opportunities from free kicks, hitting both the crossbar and the post. Both Barrow and Jallo there hitting the post, so and the crossbar. But hopefully in the second half we see some goals go in, because there's a big opportunity for one of these teams, at least in this group, to take advantage of the group and into the final group games that are happening on Thursday, with Tunisia also playing a little bit later. So we have to wait and see. But thank you very much for stopping through. I appreciate the support, and I hope you're good as well. I hope your Sunday's going well too. But yeah, just watching some of these first half highlights. Been a few chances there. Haidara there. And having a look, there's Koulibaly, Traore with a cross here. Gineppo with a header just wide as well. But yeah, this second half is going to be big for both sides. And then I think this is the Modu Barrow shot from 35 yards. Great free kick. A few more inches below and it would have probably been in the net. And then here's the Jallo free kick. It hits the post as well. And then a handball from Cisse on the rebound. So, I mean, looking at that, in terms of clear-cut chances, two for Gambia, two for Mali, but Mali have dominated, I think, the ball specifically. Just having a look at this chance here. I think there was I think one more in that first half. Just great play there from Traore. And then, Bissouma over the bar. So, I mean, on the balance of all of it, it's been two clear-cut chances for either side. Mali have dominated, have had to play the ball out wide to just find some joy, because the Gambians have packed the midfield and made it difficult for Bissouma, Samaseku to play through the midfield. So they've had to go out wide to Traore, to Haidara, the fullbacks, to come up on the overlap from either Traore and Gineppo, either side, to try and cross the ball in to create an opportunity. So that's really what it's been in the first half. In terms of the Gambian side, they've not really done much attacking, through that first half. Cisse has been an isolated figure for the Gambians up front. And then when you look at Jallo and Barrow, their intervention, they've not really done much from their side, and I feel like it's because of the tactics that the team have set up in until we see the Gambian coaching team actually take a risk and try and attack the fullbacks, because there's a lot of space as they're coming forward. There's gaps in behind, which I don't think that the midfielders for Mali will be covering too well. So it should be interesting to see what happens in this second half. But it looks as if we're going to be in this second half starting very soon. So we'll see. We will see what will happen in the second half. But guys, let me know your thoughts in that first half. Who do you expect to win? There's potential that one of these teams can really kick off their tournament and put themselves in control of this group, with Tunisia and Mauritania playing a little bit later at 4:00. That's their kickoff time. So it should be interesting to see what happens in this next half of football. In this next half of football. So we'll see what happens here. I think I'm even expecting a change from the Gambian team, if I'm being honest. They'll probably need something. They'll need something. I need to just see who's on their bench real quick. Just trying to figure out who did I see in the first game that was a bit of a danger. Maybe Darbo. Darbo may be able to come through, maybe. He came on. He's a forward. He came on in the last game, so potentially he could come on and change the shape of the game. But to be honest, it should be a tactical change. To be honest, the way they of course, with the midfield and the way they're set up and they're very compact might be making it a little bit difficult for the Malians to play. But at the same time, you lose creativity when you've got like three similar players in there with the same similar job of stopping the likes of Bissouma, Koulibaly, and Samaseku to play through them. So you may need to sacrifice maybe one of them or just change the tactics of it. Maybe make Mare a bit more of a sitting midfielder. Let Adams and Bob push forward a little bit to support Cisse, and let Barrow and Jallo at least have a bit more responsibility as well to get forward on the attack. Maybe make them a little bit closer to Cisse as well. So when they're on the break, there's a bit more of an opportunity for them to create an opportunity in the attack. So we have to wait and see. I feel like the way they are set up is like they want to hit on the break, but you can't do that with an isolated figure up front and you're only shooting, you're only hitting a long ball to him. Do you know what I mean? And Augustine saying, Roland, please let me take you back a little bit to the game between Egypt and Guinea-Bissau. Do you think Guinea-Bissau were treated fairly when their goal against Egypt was disallowed? I think it was very harsh, Augustine. I think it was harsh. In all honesty, I believe that when you slow things down in VAR, it can be very, very, it changes the dynamic of what you're watching. Because in real time, the referee saw nothing with it and he allowed the goal to stand. And it was only off the protest of the Egyptians to the referee, and then the VAR intervention, which caused him to go and watch that on the monitor and see it in slow motion to then make his decision. In all honesty, I think the Guinea-Bissau team were robbed. Because when you look at the contact that the defender did first, he initiated the contact on Mama Balde for Guinea-Bissau. He backed into him, was holding on to his shorts. Mama Balde was also trying to tussle with him, and then he throws him down to the ground. And in real time, it didn't look like a foul to me when I was watching in real time. And then they score, but then it's ruled out. So I mean, I think Guinea-Bissau were robbed of an opportunity there because if they now end up that game with a draw, it's 2 points for them in the group. With that final game, I think it's against who's that game against? It's against Nigeria. Nigeria already qualified. They may change their team, give some other minutes, an opportunity for them to try and get through to the next stage. It's now been robbed from them, and I was unhappy to see that. But this is the thing about VAR. We need it to be used consistently across the tournament. It shouldn't just be, for certain contingent decisions, because I've seen VAR being used for smaller decisions too, which shouldn't be happening, so you have to wait and see. But I believe Guinea-Bissau were robbed there, in my opinion. See the Gambians and the Malians in full voice, getting themselves ready for this second half. Players have made their way back onto the field, so have the team of officials. I'm not sure if there's going to be any halftime substitutions, but I do expect to see a change in tactic from the Gambian team, in my opinion, if they want to get anything from this game. It looks like there's some halftime substitutions awaiting on the touchline. Yep, for the Malian team. So I have to wait and see. So Amadou, Adama Traore, not the one that we know. Adama Traore, not the Wolves one. This guy plays in Turkey. Coming on for Samaseku and Amadou Traore. Or Hamadou Traore, who plays for RB Leipzig, linked to Manchester United in recent in recent months, coming on for Koulibaly. So we're ready to kick off in this second half. And the second half kicks off. Baba saying you said that Mali seemed to be winning this game. What difficulties Mali have found? What are the difficulties Mali found to break down the Gambian team strategies and control of the midfield? As I said, I feel like the Gambian team have been very compact in midfield, made it very difficult for Yves Bissouma and Samu Sekou, who's just come off the field of play. What's happened here? Referees stopped the game. Thought they've kicked off, but no. I don't know. There's a bit of delay. It's a bit of delay in the game, but yeah, I believe that the Gambian team have made it very difficult for the Malian team to play through midfield simply because they're very compact. Mare, and let me grab the other Adams and Bob have been very compact in midfield and forcing the Malian team to play out wide to their fullbacks as they've been bombing forward. And to be honest with you, they've even made changes now. The Malian team in midfield, both Koulibaly and Sami Sekou have come off for Traore and for Haidara. So maybe they're thinking, have a bit more dynamism in the midfield. To be honest, both of those players were kind of playing it very safe. They've put Bissouma look like Bissouma is going to be playing at the base of the midfield, which he's done for Brighton before, to kind of control the midfield break-up play and try and get them on the front foot a lot quicker. So we'll see what happens in the second half, but we've kicked off now in the second half now, finally. And it is 0-0 between Gambia and Mali. It's a poor ball there. Here's Barrow now. We lose the ball in midfield. There's Bissouma out to Traore. And it's a corner to Mali. At the beginning of this second half. Traore to take. Ooh, free-headed there for Traore. Here's Djenepo now, making an angle to shoot. Here's Traore now. Bissouma. Ooh, intervention there, and it's a corner to Gambia. Haidara there also had an opportunity there. Mali starting on the front foot in this second half. 2 corners in quick succession. Can they make one of these count? Let's see. The referee just getting involved, stopping the pushing in the box before the ball comes in. And I think he's all happy. And the corner is taken and hits the first man, cleared by the Gambian team. Here's Traore. Ref says play on. Gambia on the break. Here's Cisse now, driving forward against the defense, but he loses the ball there. Not enough support from his players, and this is the problem now. They're gonna have to change their tactic if they want anything from this game. Here's Djenepo now, but it's only a matter of time until Mali score, in my opinion. They just need to make sure that they take the chance. There has to be a bit of quality in terms of the chance that they do create in order for them to score. It's been very, very scrappy so far, you know. Let's try Ori. Throw into Mali. Here's Sacco. Traore on the. Here's Sacco now. Tried to throw a long ball into the box. Jobe picks up. With a mission. I saw that the two players were in equal tussle where in the end the Guinea Bissau player won the possession. The tournament seemed to lack a bit of credibility. Yeah, I mean, I was disappointed with that result. I didn't believe with that decision. I don't believe that that was a foul. When you look at that, I've seen worse fouls in the tournament, and referees have just let things go. But because it was a goal, a wonderful goal, there's a long ball there, and too long for Traore. Ball goes out for a goal kick to Gambia. But yeah, so I mean, for me, I looked at that goal and I say they might have been robbed there, maybe too much. I don't know. It's just the inconsistency with VAR and all these other things. So I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, it is what it is. We have to move on now, and hopefully Guinea-Bissau can do something in the tournament and stay in because they've been actually very good to watch, in my opinion. But we have to wait and see. Baba coming in here saying, I believe that Guinea-Bissau goal against Egypt is fair and it's also subject to be also subject to be discussed. Do you think that the referee made the wrong decision in cancelling the goal? Yes, I believe so. I feel like when he saw the goal in real time, he decided it was a perfectly clean goal, and it looked as if Guinea-Bissau were going to get the equalizer to at least go into the final game with some hope against Nigeria. But in the end, the intervention of the Egyptian players protesting against the goal, feeling like it was a foul, which also forced the VAR to have a look at the probably contentious decision, and then the referee going to review it in the end. When it's slowed down, when things are slowed down, it looks a lot worse than what happens in real time. And I think it was the wrong choice. I feel like Guinea-Bissau were robbed, and honestly, they've got one more game against Nigeria. They might make it through, but it's going to be very difficult now, in my opinion. With Egypt playing, who are they playing? Sudan in their final group game. I think Egypt will beat Sudan. But, it is what it is. It's unfortunate for Guinea-Bissau that the decision was made in against them in the end there. So, hopefully they can get through to the next round, but it's probably going to be as one of the best third place teams in the competition. There's only 4 places, so we'll see who it goes to. Very interesting. Thank you for your question. 52 minutes gone, still 0-0 between both of these sides. Gambia on the attack now, but they lose the ball. Here's Traore, gets past one. It's a foul. He's fouled there. Yeah, Traore fouled there by Mare. He's also on a yellow card. He needs to be very careful. He's on the yellow card. He needs to be very careful because he could be sent off there and it could provide an advantage to Mali in that midfield. The Gambian fans dancing. Here's Kouate. Traore. Here's Basuma now. Traore on the overlap if need be. Here he is now. Can he put a cross into the box? He does. Headed away by Collie. Here's Traore again. Finds Haidara in midfield. He goes back to Sacco. Koulibaly with the shot and well over the bar. Bit of a waste of an opportunity there. Gambia with a long ball forward. And as I said, Cisse is very isolated. And honestly, I think the coach will need to make a tactical switch here if Gambia want to have any chance of getting anything in this game. He's going to need to do a bit more, in my opinion, because Cisse is an isolated figure up front. Of course, being compact and defending well is all well and good, but something will happen. I feel like the pressure will tell, and Mali will come away with a goal here. It's just about picking the right opportunity on the attack. Here's Traore now. Back in midfield is Haidara, Basuma. Here's Gineppo now. Can he cross the ball into the box? Basuma here again. Tries to feed the ball. There's a cross there. Ooh, corner. Corner there to Mali. As I said, the pressure is beginning to tell. Gambia have pretty much conceded most of the ball to Mali. I'd like to see the possession stats, actually. Let me have a look at those stats now. Yeah, 70% possession for Mali at the moment. They've conceded the ball to Mali, and they're hoping to catch them on the counter attack, which I don't think is the right tactic here from the coach. Basuma with a shot. Ooh, just over the bar. It was rising. Good play from that corner, straight from the training ground. Let's have a look at it again. Basuma there. Just hitting the ball on the volley. Just over there for Basuma. Still 0-0. 56 minutes gone. But here's Gambia on the attack now. Jallo with a poor ball towards Cisse. Here's Gineppo now. And they get back into their shape very quickly. Do Gambia. Here's Basuma. Trying to find a long ball towards Traore, who took a touch and he thought he was going to get away from Jobe, but he just gathers the ball there. But good ball by Basuma. I think him being in that deep lying position, he can play make. Which is good to see. Manchester United, I hope they're watching. Hopefully you can take Yiz Basuma from Brighton. And there's a mistake here. Here's Traore in. Ooh, what a save. What a save there by Jobe. Here's Gineppo. Gineppo was down from a challenge there. Here's Haidara now. Is he going to take a shot? Gineppo down again. But now here's Gambia on the counter-attack. Here's Barrow. It's 2-on-1. Cisse in. Can he score? Oh, quality, poor quality there. It's become frantic all of a sudden. The counter-attack has opened up a little bit more for Gambia. They're on the ball now. Here's Jallo. And it's a foul. It's a foul by Haidara on Jallo. Just having a look at this chance over here from Traore. The mix-up between the two Gambian defenders leaves Traore in there. He takes the shot. Jobe with the save. Let's have a look here again. Good save by Jobe there in the Gambian goal. It just hits him. Just reaction save. It's a free kick to Gambia now. He was hitting the face with the ball on that shot from Traore. Jobe, he's just down, getting some treatment from the medical staff. So the referees just stopped the game whilst Jobe gets some treatment. I believe he was hit in the face with the ball. Let's have a look. Yeah, was hit in the face with the ball on that opportunity for Mali. And the game opened up slightly on the counter attack as Mali have been pressing forward a little bit more. That substitution in midfield specifically made it a bit more of an attacking substitution for Mali. But yeah, very interesting. Looks as if Jobe is fine and should be able to continue in the rest of this game. There's 31 of you in here watching right now. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit the notification bell because we're going to be doing at least another 2 more live games today. Ivory Coast versus Sierra Leone next, and then Algeria against Equatorial Guinea. And then we're going to be continuing right through to the end of the tournament, all the games, or as many games as possible throughout the rest of the tournament as we move right through to the final on Pros Only TV and Eagle Eyed Football. My guy Rich will be back in here very soon. Cross, bit too much there. And it's a goal kick to Mali. It's a long ball there. It's Traore. He's got the ball. He's on his own. No support at the moment. Can he keep the hold of the ball to wait for some support? And he gets some support. He takes a shot himself, which was probably not the right idea with Djenepo there with him. But it is what it is. And it's a goal kick to Gambia. 60 minutes gone. Still 0-0. 61 minutes gone, sorry. It's still 0-0 between these two sides. Jobe in the goal for Gambia, recovered and taking the goal kick. Cisse trying to challenge for the header. Traore with the clearance. And it's back with the keeper for Mali. And Baba saying that let's say Guinea-Bissau appeals to the Afcon officials to ask for an explanation about their refusal of their goal. What will be the outcome in the end in your opinion? I don't really feel like an appeal will happen, but if it does happen, I don't think the decision will change. I think it is down to the referee's discretion if they make a decision. VAR is there to clear up any obvious errors. Here's Mali on the attack corner to Mali. It looks as if, yep, corner to Mali. They're there to clear up any obvious errors from the referee. I don't believe that was an obvious error. I think it's down to your discretion. If you're on the field of play and in his eyes he didn't believe it was a foul, the goal should have stood. You know, if the linesman didn't believe it was a foul, the goal should have stood. I don't understand how we went from him saying it's a perfectly clear goal to the players protesting and then him deciding to it's actually a free kick to Mali here, which I think Haidara or Djenepo will try and take. But yeah, so it's really down to the discretion of the referee. I don't think that even if an appeal happens, anything will be overturned. They won't be replaying the game. And unfortunately, Guinea-Bissau will have to move on into their final group game against Nigeria, hoping to try and get a result that will probably take them through. But we have to wait and see, in all honesty. Free kick to Mali here. Ooh, good save by Jobe there. Good save. Haidara with the free kick. Good save. It's a good free kick from Haidara, but straight at the keeper, who punches it over the bar. Bissouma loses the ball on the edge of the box. Recovered by Traore. Traore wins the ball in midfield. Kone back to Traore. Haidara there, but he loses the ball. Now recovered. Here's Gineppo. The quality on the ball there was just so poor from Gineppo. Tried to find Haidara on the overlap, but it was just a poor ball. It's a Gambian player down. I think it's Adams who's down, holding his ankle. Good afternoon, Mum. Thank you for stopping through. She's saying very good commentary. Thank you. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the comments, and I hope you're well. I'll speak to you later. Thank you for stopping through. But yeah, Adams is down now, holding his ankle, getting some treatment from the medical staff. Okay, I think it was just that tackle there on Haidara. Just got a kick from Haidara as he was making the tackle there. Just kicks him in the back of his ankle. So that's why he's down at the moment. That's why he's down at the moment getting treatment. I think he should be fine. He's just getting on his feet now. He'll just walk off. He'll just get off the pitch and he should be able to run this off and return to the field of play. 66 minutes gone. It's still 0-0 between these two sides. This is an opportunity for one of these sides to take control of this group, with Mauritania and Tunisia playing later in about an hour and a half time. So there's an opportunity here, if needs be, for one of these teams to get a result that helps them take control of the group before the final set of group games on Thursday for these sides in Group F. Throw into Gambia, Toure to take the throw in. And here's Toure now. Here's Maria. Here's Adams, who's recovered. Here's Sundberg, out wide to Jallo. Oh, he was looking for Sundberg to run on the overlap, but I think it's a foul. There's a foul there. Mali taking a free kick. Here's Bissouma. Bissouma he's got the ball now. He's looking to move forward with the ball. Here's Kouate. Out wide to Haidara. Here's his namesake, Haidara. The ball over to Traore now. Nice work there from Traore. Good cross. Gineppo coming in there. Ooh. Here's Cisse now. He loses the ball. Poor quality again. Sorry, that was not Cisse. That was Bob. It's poor quality there. Cisse throwing his arms up. I believe somebody's gone down again. Yeah, Sundberg Yeah, Sundberg. Sonko Sundberg is down. Another change for Mali. Another two changes for Mali. Dumbia coming on for Musa Ginepo. Dumbia coming on for Musa Ginepo, who's not really played um, very well to be honest today. Been very disappointing for me. He had a couple of opportunities in that first half, but in the end, you know, um, he's not really done well. So Dumbia coming on in this place, and I don't know who's coming on for the. Let me see. They've not said yet. Maybe they've allowed him to sit down. Okay, yeah, that was the only change. Um, Afternoon, Super Nick. I hope you're well. The match, I think, first half was a little bit more entertaining. Mali have dominated this game so far simply because the Gambians have decided to concede the ball and try and make it very difficult for Mali to play because they've been very compact in midfield. Um, and Mali have tried to do a few tactical switches. Basuma was playing as a box to box, now playing as a defensive midfielder. Um, so he can try and control in midfield and try and give more opportunities for the Malian midfielders to bomb forward and attack. Here's Doumbia now. The ball just runs out of play. So yeah, Gambia have had a couple of opportunities from free kicks, hit the crossbar and the post as well in the first half, but in the second half have not really had much to offer. And here's a cross now, and it's a foul. It's a foul there. So yeah, game overall it's still 0-0, no goals, but Mali have been largely dominating. And I'm to be honest with you, I was expecting a Mali win, and they just not been able to take an opportunity just yet. So we'll have to wait and see whether they can over these next 20 minutes or so. Um, the Malian coach is yawning right now, showing how boring the game is for him. But Saidi Janko is about to come on for Gambia. This is interesting. He's eating a banana at the moment, which is very interesting. His barrel seems very relaxed. About to come on. Saidi Janko, former Manchester United Youth Academy product, made his debut for the team. Played one game. I remember that game specifically against MK Dons. I think we lost the game 3-1 in the League Cup and got knocked out under LVG. So that was 2014. And Gambia hit the ball upfield to no man's land. And Augustine saying Mali with a bit of experience. Oh, they've given the ball away, Gambia. Here's Traore trying to work some space, and he gives the ball away. And the ball gets hit upfield, out of play, and I believe Gambia can make the substitution now. Yeah, Mali with a bit of experience, then Gambia might carry the day, maybe with a long goal potentially, yep, over the next 18 minutes. Anything is possible though. Gambia could pull a surprise too. This is football, which is very true. We've seen it before. Teams dominating for 80 plus minutes, then one breakaway, then all of a sudden, the other team who's been dominated the whole game scores and flips the whole result on its head. So we've seen it before. Cisse and Janko and Saidi Janko coming on for Sonko Sundberg and Cisse off for, I believe, Collie, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. Here's Basuma. Here's Traore now into the box. Can he cross the ball? Ooh, it's a bit of a scramble there. Gambia come away with it. Here's Barrow now. Now here's Colley. Plays the ball to Jallo. Tries to flick the ball over for Barrow, but cleared away by the Malians. Here's Doumbia now on the attack. Kone outside of him. Finds Kone now. Can he score? He gets past 2-3. Can they score? Oh, across the line. Off the line there. Wow. Great play by Doumbia. I feel like he's offside. Kone was offside there, I believe. I believe Kone was offside. And off the line there. Yeah, offside. Baba saying definitely this game is finalized into a draw contest. I mean, there's been a few opportunities for either side. Let's have a look. Is this a foul? Because Bissouma was being held there by Adams. Will they look at this in VAR? Because that's very interesting there. That's a foul. He's holding on to him. Yes. And there's a VAR check. There's a VAR check at the moment. The referee has been called over for VAR. There is a VAR check at this moment in time. Referee going to have a look at what is going on, because there was a foul there, I believe, by Adams on Bissouma in the box. Penalty check. We have to wait and see what the decision is going to be made by the referee. Will they have their breakthrough, Mali? You can see clearly as the cross is coming in from Traore, Bissouma is being held by Adams. Referee's having a look now. He's had enough. He's had a look at the monitor. It says VAR check, and it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Mali after the VAR check. After the VAR check, the penalty has been given to Mali, and it looks like Mali have an opportunity to finally take a lead in this game. The check is over. Referee has given a penalty. Interesting here. Bissouma was held on to by Adams as the ball was coming in from Traore, and it is a penalty to the Mali team. This is very interesting now. Mali potentially with an opportunity here to take the lead in this game that they have largely dominated against the Gambians. Kone with the ball in hand, preparing to take. Jobe, he's performed very well in the tournament so far for Gambia in goal. Seems very confident and assured of himself. Can he make the crucial save here to keep the Gambians in the game? Or will Kone score to make it 1-0 to Mali? And we look like we're all ready to go. Kone to take. He steps up. Short run up. Kone steps up. And he scores! Cool penalty by Kone. And he scores. He scores for Mali to take a 1-0 lead in this game in the 78th minute. 1-0 to Kone, to Mali. Kone with the goal from the penalty spot. And Mali do take the lead late in this game to potentially give themselves 6 points and probably take them through to the last 16. The cool penalty by Kone there. And let me update this banner to reflect what we are seeing. And there it is. 1-0. Oops, that's not it. Let me just update that properly. 1-0 to Mali. There we go. There we go. And there it is. It's been coming for Mali. Finally taking the lead. Was a penalty for me. The Gambian team have been very, very negative in this game, conceding possession to the Mali team and saying basically, come and break us down. And they have finally done it through a penalty decision given via VAR by the referee. He got some help from the VAR team. And this is very interesting now. The Gambian team will now have to open up. Bob trying to find the reason why the penalty was given. The referee's explaining his decision to the players, saying that there was some holding going on in the box. Yves Bissouma was being held on to. Gambian players not happy with the decision that's been made. And there's a drinks break now happening. Very, very warm in Limbe at the moment, 32 degrees. Very interesting, that VAR decision there. But I believe it was the right decision. I feel like Yves Bissouma was being held by Adams, and it was a penalty. Cool penalty by Kone. He's not had much service at all from either of his players. Been fairly inactive throughout the whole game, but scores his penalty. Great penalty into the corner of the net. Sends the keeper the other way. And Mali lead 1-0. And now taking a big step to potentially taking themselves through to the last 16 of the tournament. They go and celebrate in front of their fans. Two changes now for the Gambians. Adams, who committed the foul for the penalty, coming off for Barrow. And I think Jallo coming off for Badamosi as well for Gambia. So I think it's the final roll of the dice for them. As they try and see if they can get an equalizer to get back into this game. Let's wait and see. Gambia with a quick free kick to try and catch the Malians off guard, but keeper gathers there. Takes the cross into the box, but the keeper gathers there. Keeper has really had largely nothing to do in this game at all. And to be honest with you, Mali well deserved this lead. It's just taken them a while to be able to get into any sort of position there. Foul by Kone. Free kick to Gambia. Here's Janko now. He loses the ball. Here's Haidara. Here's Bissouma. Wonderful ball there to get out of that tight space. Dumbia with the pull ball there. And it's a free kick to Gambia. Bit of an argument between Traore and Collie there, the captain for Gambia. Not happy with the challenge. It's good to see that they just was able to just, apologize and just move on. Of course, there's going to be tensions rising because of that penalty, but I feel like it was a fair award. And to be fair, not too much protest from the Gambian players after the VAR check. There's Collie now, gives the ball away. Bissouma picks the ball up, trying to tidy up now. I like the switch from the Malian team though, going into the second half. I like where Bissouma's playing, just playing deep. Here's Dumbia now with space to run into. Can he take a shot? Oof. Jobe. Straight at Jobe, and he saves it. But yeah, the way that now that tactical switch where now Bissouma's playing as the deep lying playmaker, sitting deeper, allowing the fellow midfielders to move forward with the ball whilst he controls in midfield. That's really helped Mali to get on the attack in this game. But here's Barrow now, his Collie as well. Handball! Ooh. Referee says no. That was an opportunity for a handball there. The Gambian players, the Gambian coach, the bench are also incensed. They felt there was a handball there. Will it go to VAR? And there's a free kick to Gambia. And now it's looking as if there's a bit of advice. Is he being asked to check? He's still getting advice, the referee. Let's have a look. There's Collie. Ooh, Bissouma, who was involved in the other incident that went to VAR in the penalty box that received the penalty. They say it's a handball. He's getting advice. The referee's getting advice from the VAR control room. The players are surrounding him. He's going to check. He's going to check for a handball. He's going to check for a handball right now. That is very interesting here. Handball by Bissouma. Handball by Bissouma there. Let's have a look now. Is that a handball by Bissouma there? Augustine thinking it is a handball there. Let's have a look here. It looks like a handball there to me as well. But the referee is having a look now. There's a potential that this could be another penalty in quick succession, but this time for the Gambian team. Will the referee interpret this as a handball that he can give a penalty to Gambia? To be honest with you, they won't deserve it, in all honesty. This is like pretty much their first entrance into the box in this second half. But let's see what the referee is going to decide here. And he gives a penalty. He gives a penalty to Gambia. Such drama right now, here right now in this game. Penalty to Gambia. The referee has given a penalty. And it looks as if there's an opportunity for Gambia to get back into this game. This has turned so crazy in the last 10 minutes of this match. As Super Nick saying, this is very interesting. And it's a lifeline for Gambia. Handball by Yves Bissouma, winning the penalty in the other end for the Mali goal from the penalty spot that was scored by Kone. And now he gives away a penalty with the handball. With the handball there, Barrow with an opportunity to score from the penalty spot. Can he do it? Augustine saying a fair decision. I feel like it is. You know, this is what VAR is here for. That was a handball by Yves Bissouma, which is unfortunate for him. And there's a lifeline for Gambia here. These two teams very finely poised at the top of the group, both with 3 points. Let's see. Referee speaking to the keeper, making sure that there's no funny business on his goal line. Here's Barrow now. And let's see. Barrow steps up and he scores. Modu Barrow scores his second goal. I think it's his second goal in the tournament, but he scores from the penalty spot. Lifeline for Gambia, as they have largely not performed well in this game, but get a penalty from VAR check. They're even looking at, no, he was clearly onside there. But yeah, gets the goal from the penalty spot, Barrow. After a handball by Yves Bissouma, Brighton's Yves Bissouma, referee goes and checks, and it's a goal from the penalty spot. Drama in the last 10 minutes here of the game. And we need to update this score. It's now 1-1 between Gambia and Mali. Not long left at all. Mali may feel like they're hard done by, but in my opinion, I believe that was a fair decision there. And it is 1-1. And I don't know how much time we've got for added time, but there's got to be something. Bernard Jabby saying game on then. 4 minutes of added time left. We're into the final 2.5 now. It's a goal. As Super Nick says, please like up this live. Make sure you share this and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And Bernard Jabby saying Gambia into the last 16 as it stands. And the way it looks, it could be, because these two sides, if they draw this game, they will be both on 4 points. Tunisia, obviously, to play later against against Mauritania, but there's obviously a final game to negotiate. So Tunisia will have to win both of their games to have any chance of getting through to the last 16. But we have to wait and see. These two teams finally poised at the top of the group, but Gambia on the attack now. And there's a foul in midfield. This is going to be interesting now. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. There's a free kick to Gambia. And there's a booking now for Badamosi. Just left his foot in there to try into Traore's foot there. It's a bad tackle there, but he's been booked. And it's a free kick to Mali into the final 30 seconds of the game. Here's Yves Bissouma winning one penalty and giving another away. There's a cross now. An opportunity to cross for Traore. He gives it back to his namesake, Traore. Here's Bissouma coming forward now into the box. Can he cross? Oof, corner. Final opportunity for a corner. Will the referee do the same as what he did last in the first half? Where, because we've now elapsed time, we've gone beyond 4 minutes. I believe he will allow Mali to take this opportunity from the corner. It's their final opportunity, final kick of the game now. Traore to take. He crosses the ball into the box. Poor corner. And it looks like he blown for full time. Has he blown for full time? And he's blown for full time. It is 1-1 in the end of the game between Mali and Gambia. It ends 1-1. And that is it. That is it. Full time. 1-1. So let me update this banner now to reflect that. What an end to the game. The final 10 minutes, everything was happening. A penalty decided by VAR. Penalty decided by VAR for Mali. Adams holding onto Bissouma as a ball was coming in by, I believe, Traore tried to cross the ball in. The referee had to get intervention from the VAR team. He goes over to check the monitor and he gives a penalty to Mali. Kone scores. And then 10 minutes later, a handball by Bissouma, which he gives away a penalty, was also had to be reviewed by VAR. And then Barrow scores for Gambia. And let me just put these scores down there so you guys can see. It's been very, very interesting those last 10 minutes. Both of those teams now end up in this game with 4 points each after winning their opening games. It wasn't an even game like the scoreline suggests. Mali were really dominating this game, especially in the first half. Kind of died down in the second half as chances were. I think some players were beginning to tire, and then obviously a number of substitutions obviously can mess with the momentum of the game. And then, the Gambian team getting their opportunity to finally get back into the game on the attack. That was their first attack of that second half, and they go on and get a penalty in the 90th minute, but essentially in the last minutes of the game, and they get away with a result. Now Gambia will be taking on Tunisia in their final game, but we'll see what will happen with Tunisia. They should be able to get the win against Mauritania, or there could be a shock. We have to wait and see on that. That game's at 4:00 in about an hour's time. And Gambia's final game is against Mauritania. They have an opportunity to probably win that game and then end up top of the group. So we have to wait and see with that. Just looking at some of these Mali chances in the second half, keepers saved a couple of them. A couple of them have gone over the bar. We're just having a look at, I think, the penalty shout here. Yeah, there's the penalty shout there. Bissouma being held by Adams. Interesting. Very, very interesting there. And then gives the penalty decision. Let me see. Bernard saying that this Afcon has sprung many surprises. Really, yes, that's true. Augustine saying that I love your channel so much. You're doing fantastic commentary. I pray for rapid growth of your channel. Big up. Thank you for your support so far. I appreciate everybody that has been supporting since the beginning of this tournament. We're in day 8 now of the tournament. So, I'm going to be covering right through to the end alongside my bro, Rich, who will be coming in for the 4:00 and the 7:00 games as well. And then everybody else that has been involved, CM, who's been involved in some games. You'll see him on some more games this week. And Tariq as well, who's been supporting as well. So, there's a lot of games coming up. So we're going to be covering a lot with each other as well on the channel. So make sure you subscribe to all of their channels as well too. And it looks like I've hit the 800 subscribers mark, which I'm very happy with and I'm very proud. And I'm very, very thankful for everybody that has been supporting since I've started covering this tournament. We're the home of Afcon 2021 on YouTube. So make sure that you continue to subscribe, share, like the videos and everything like that. But there's so much more football to come today. We've got Ivory Coast versus Sierra Leone coming up next at 4:00, so in about an hour's time. And then at 7:00, it'll be Algeria versus Equatorial Guinea. Should be another interesting game. But let's see. How do I? I don't know what should be the result in. I think first game the attackers for Ivory Coast didn't play so well, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Sierra Leone defended very well against Algeria. Let's see what they can do from an attacking standpoint in the game against Ivory Coast. I expect some changes from the in the front line for Ivory Coast. I expect Zaha and Pepe potentially to start. I think Cornet and Grado, who's the captain, but unfortunately, even though he scored the goal, he didn't really offer anything else in the game. So we have to wait and see. But in all honesty, let's see what happens. I feel like Ivory Coast can get the win, but we've seen a lot of shocks in the tournament so far. Sierra Leone back in their tournament, back in the tournament for the first time since 1996. There's an opportunity there for them to get a result that could kickstart their tournament. So we have to wait and see. But people, I'll be back in about 50 minutes or so. I just want to grab myself something to eat, and then we can get back into this with a lot of football coming up over the next couple of hours. So we'll be back for the Ivory Coast Sierra Leone game very, very soon. But to everybody that's been in here, I want to thank you for being in here for so long. We've gone in over 2 hours. We still got some more football to come next, as I mentioned before. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit that notification bell, share this out with your friends, your family, and everybody else that is around you. And I'll be back in a bit. Peace.